Hello everyone, this is Randy here again for another episode of Farming Simulator 2013. And this map may look a little different to you. We're playing on the Belgique Profonde map, the Belgian map from the winners of the Farming or Giants mod contest from Farming Sim. Yeah, this is the Belgian map. The map I run on my server. Definitely a nice little map. It's not a map you're going to be using for big equipment. Most of the fields are relatively small, especially in the middle of the map. You got a couple bigger fields around the outside edge here, but for the most part they are pretty small. Let's see here. We'll fold this up and we can borrow this tractor and take a ride around. And we'll dump that there, and we'll dump the fertilizer spreader here as well. We're up on the by the biogas portion of this map right at the moment. One nice thing about this map, when you first start, you get a large number of fields that come planted with wheat, barley, canola. There's even some potatoes up here which we haven't harvested yet. There's also plenty of grass on this map, another nice thing. Definitely a small map that's a lot of fun to drive around. Got little paths here and there that lead to various places. We got the potatoes here. This is still from when we first started the game. We have not bothered to buy a potato harvester yet. Really don't care to buy the little one-row potato harvester. We're probably going to have to, but if we ever want to harvest it anyway. Yeah, harvesting with that little one-row potato planter is just absolute murder. Makes you want to kill yourself. There are two sell points for grain on the map. This is the, I call it the B one. Let's see if I pull it up here. The Biosur, or something like that. And the other one's the Avir. Kind of keeps it simple that way. There's only two, so, and the prices are pretty much the same, almost identical. You know, there's a couple dollars different. That's about it. So, you know, really no incentive to bring it to one or the other, whichever one happens to be closer. Stuck on a fence post. That is one thing you'll notice on this map. There are some things you can drive through, some things you cannot drive through. A little bit annoying. It'd be nice to know either all drive throughable or none of them drive through, but our main focus on this map has been purchasing fields, which we got, you know, a fair number of them. 24, there's grass, same with 1, 2, 13, 16, 5, 4, and 3, and 18, I believe, are all grass. So, yeah, a fair amount of grass on this map, which is nice if you want to start out with cows or sheep or all that good stuff. Okay. It shows one row of corn there for some reason. This map comes with a beef mod installed, water mod. Then the milk for cows is also slightly different. I can pull it up here while still driving. The dump locations and the such are a little bit different, split up into kind of 2 locations. We'll head back around this way, then we'll go back to the farmyard. Yeah, Agriculture Center 2013 is still not working for me, so that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, just something to change up the pace a little bit. This is where you sell your cows, or the beefs. A couple of the fields way in the back over here. I believe we got barley on this field. Definitely a nice rolling countryside. There's some flatter fields, and then there are some fields that are really hilly. And yes, I know I'm driving across the crops. Yeah, like I was saying anyway, I'll probably stick a few of these in here every now and then, playing on the server, unless Agriculture Sim starts working all of a sudden. But yeah, with Professional Farmer coming out here in a little bit, I don't have high hopes on that, but we'll see once. Keep losing my mouse on my other screen here. I don't know why, but let's see. I believe this is one of the drive-through trees. Yep. There's the shop. Let's see if I can get my mouse back. This is kind of sort of the town area here. The egg cell location, the Advere cell point, and then this one here is milk. And there's a PDF that comes in with this map that does a real good job of explaining where everything is and how most of the stuff works. So definitely something for your map creators out there. Include that with your maps so we know what stuff is, where stuff is, how stuff works. That's definitely one of my complaints about some of the maps. You download a map, ooh, nice looking map. But where is everything? How do you sell stuff? Where do you sell stuff? And this is up in the barnyard. Definitely a small barnyard. Wish they'd make this a little bigger. That'd be nice. Really not a whole lot of sell points up, or storage places up here. It's also a little bit laggy, probably partly because we've got all our equipment stored here. Some of it's in places you can't even see it. And then for grain storage, a little bit different. Not really sold on this. You got these barns here you can place your crops in. Same thing over here. Got a place for potatoes, sugar beets. This is grass and straw. Pretty much don't use these at all. We pretty much just take everything and sell it right away. Because in order to get stuff out of these barns, you either have to use a front end loader, Okay, everyone, and we're back again after Fraps crashed yet again for some reason. Not sure what's going on there, but let's see. Yeah, we got him connected. We'll go pick up some straw here. Definitely have some frame rate issues in this barnyard here, so that might be why Fraps has crashed. I'm not sure, but we'll get out of there and it seems to be okay, so. Yeah, I'm not sure how much we'll be playing on this, or I'll be playing on this map. We'll be playing on, how I'm going to put it. I'll probably just, like I mentioned before, stick one of these in every here and there. Now and there. Here and there. Yeah, something like that. And electric pole, telephone pole, whatever that is. That is, I'm not going to say it's a complaint, but roads here are definitely small, so getting some of the bigger equipment down through here is just a pain in the butt. So, I'm not going to say it forces you to use small equipment, but definitely makes life easier on you in some ways. I do not have Courseplay installed on the server, so everything done here is either hireable or done by whoever's playing. Let's see, I don't believe I have any other ripe crops to harvest at this point. Yeah, no, not really. Okay. Move him out of the way here. Yeah, I'm not real impressed with this John Deere combine. I'll just mention that here for those of you wondering. The W660. And the head to go with it, which is 625. Decent sized combine, decent sized grain tank, all that good stuff, but yeah, just the overall combine itself, not the greatest looking in my opinion, not terrible. Not as bad as some of the John Deere combines out there, that's for sure. But then just the way that combine drives kind of reminds me of that Claas Mega, which I actually have that one around here somewhere as well. It seems like I just did this on my last map, the Westbridge Hills map. But don't like anything to go to waste here, so we'll be picking this up and selling it. And this gets sold at the Biosur, or the, as I call it, the B sell point. And for those of you wondering what Fraps is the screen recording software I use for our recording gameplay. I have had issues with it crashing in the past every now and then. Usually it has something to do with frame rate. Seems like if the frame rate drops below its target frame rate for an extended period of time, it crashes, so not sure what's up with that. In this case, the target frame rate's 30 frames a second. Yeah, for those of you looking for a nice, decent, small map to play on, this is definitely one I would recommend. Definitely a well-detailed map. Has a couple extras. Comes with a couple mods that are kind of required to play on this map. Although you don't necessarily have to use them, you're gonna need something to empty out the silos with. Not really silos, barns. Because there's no self-unloading mechanisms of any type. That's why we don't use the bars. We pretty much just sell it right off the bat. There's no storage of, at least of any of the grain crops here. We do store the straw, some grass, but it's also definitely a hilly map, which I kind of like. You know, Hagenstead is kind of flat, at least the fields are anyway. It's one reason I like the Westbridge Hills map as well. A little bit hilly, not terrible hilly, but it's nice to see some hilly countryside, go up and down some hills. And if I do continue playing on this server here, I mean, I'll be playing it off screen most definitely, but if I do any recordings, you probably won't see anything necessarily in order. It's gonna be, you know, wherever it was left off from the last time someone played. So this is the Lamborghini tractor, by the way. Direct order bonus from Giants. I don't recall if this is the one that comes with Farming Sim or the one that comes with the Titanium DLC. I believe they both came with one, so seems like a halfway decent tractor. I believe it's 220 horsepower or something like that. Or 200 horsepower. Oh, we're full. Okay. And we'll take a drive over to the Bioser. Yeah, you can tell even this tractor struggles to pull this load a little bit. Definitely better than most, but we could still use a few more ponies under the hood. Actually, I might have turned off a little early here. Well, that's fine. I should have kept going straight there, or turned the other way. Come on, tractor. Most of the trees around the fields are drive-throughable. Unfortunately, not all of them are. So it makes it interesting, let me put it that way. Also, some of the fields are square, but a lot of the fields in the middle of the map are not square. So it makes hiring help difficult, so you kind of have to do a lot of them yourself. But nice thing is most of the fields that are like that are relatively small, so it doesn't take you long, at least with a halfway decent sized planter or cultivator, to do any of them. Haven't done much with biogas on this map yet. Actually, I haven't done anything with biogas on this map yet. We've done silage for the cows, but that's about it. Back that in there. This is also where you sell your sugar beets and potatoes. which hopefully my first part of my recording has not been corrupted by Fraps crashing. So I already showed where that is already. We have not harvested the potatoes from the start of the game yet. Which, by the way, if you didn't realize that already, wither is not turned on this map, so your crops do not wither. Definitely something I recommend with a server. You know, if you got a server, it's really nice if you don't have crops that wither. That way I can plant a field and I don't have to worry about, you know, if other people are playing on the server and the server time is running. I don't have to worry about my field kicking the bucket, so to speak, dying. And as long as no one is on the server, server time does not run, so server time stops as soon as everybody's off or leaves the server. Definitely the way to go if you're going to be doing multiplayer. Definitely a server or farming sim server. Definitely makes multiplayer a lot easier. I would show the cows and the beef, but I'm a little afraid to go by the barnyard with it crashing like that, so I'm going to kind of try to stay away from there a little bit, I think. Now, with the exception of the biosphere there, the sell point is more or less centrally located on the map there with the Veer, which is pretty much where we go to sell everything we have, just because it's centrally located. I believe I mentioned already the water mod is already installed in this map, so you can get water from any of the creeks. And then the sheep, chickens, cows, beef all require water. And we do have chickens, sheep, beef, and cows on this map. We got all 4 types of animals, I guess you could say. Although beef and cows for milk are kind of the same thing. They're different. You know, one's for meat, one's for milk, but they're still kind of cows. Yeah, it's definitely kind of cool. You get up in some of the high points of this map and you can see for a ways, see all your planted and tilled land, and you know, if you got tractors over there working and the such. It's not a real big map. I don't think it's as big as Hagenstead. I may be wrong on that, but oop, I think that was auto-save there. I do have auto-save enabled on the server. Saves, I think, every 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. We also have a couple of those Schluter tractors, a couple Buellers, John Deere, a small Ursus tractor, a couple Ford tractors, and a fairly good boatload of equipment, cultivators, seeders, sugar beet, harvester, topper, everything you needed for cows, mixed rations, mixing station, mower, this loading wagon, couple combines, a couple tippers. So try to have a couple of everything, so if whoever's playing on the server at least has a couple choices as to what to drive, what to do. And right at the moment, everything's pretty much ripening at the moment, so currently we got $92,000, so I'm not sure what we're saving up for at this point yet. I'm not sure what the goal is. I know we mentioned doing potato harvesting, but at this point we're only going to afford the one row potato harvesters, so yeah, unless I can convince someone to actually use that thing, and we probably won't be doing that. Oh, and we are full. I was going to say, I thought I did this roll. Yeah, we'll take a shortcut through a couple of the fields here. Purchase items all show up behind the store here. Yeah, we have 30 cows, 110% productivity. I'm not quite sure how that works out, but anyway, we got 110%. 110% on our sheep. Ooh, and the wool pellet is full. Probably should move that. And we got 10 beef cows. We also got quite a bit of slurry and manure. I don't believe that actually is all the manure. That just shows the manure that that just shows the manure that's in the pen. Now, if we can make this turn here, yeah, there we go. Yeah, on this map you're required to, well, I'm not saying you have to be required to, but you're supposed to empty out the pens of manure for the cows, so you gotta take either that telehandler or the front end loader and go in there and empty out the pens of manure. And there's a couple dump points for manure that you can store. Actually, you might be able to sell manure on this map too. I'll have to look. I have to pull out the manual again for it. I believe we got sugar beets planted there. Another field of grass on the opposite side of us there. Yeah, hopefully this episode isn't being too boring. I was hoping to do some harvesting, but none of the fields are ripe, so... Well, and then the one that was ripe is already harvested, so... Yeah, we can make a fair penny off the straw on this map, so that's the one reason we do it. Or I do it. Not sure what we got caught on there, but... there's definitely some graphical glitches here and there on this map. Yeah, we got a few bugs, but nothing, I haven't found nothing major yet, so... I think I'll call it an episode at this point. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. If you want to see more of this, be sure to leave that comment on that below too. Yeah, with Agriculture Simulator 2013 not working, kind of wanted to do something a little different than just want all Farming Sim Westbridge Hill map on my channel, so yeah. Till next time, thanks for watching.